One of my favorite things to do is rank the CDL and just talk about the CDL. So today I'm going to be doing a tier list. Please enjoy the video. Bless you. All right. So I saw this tier list maker on the tier list maker website, and I thought it'd be interesting to do it this way. I'll still be doing tiers later on, but I want to try this one out and see how it's going to go. I'm going to go through the list the way they come in, but I'm going to start with the subliners because that's easy. They will win an event. We just saw them cream every team in their path once they started getting on a roll. I feel like Surge really didn't stand a chance once they started rolling, and just they were the best team that major, so they will win an event. Obviously, they already won. So Atlanta FaZe. The question is, will this team play the way they did last year and not win and just be second place idiots, or will they actually be able to finish off and be finishers? I think it's an easy. This team is such an easy S in any esport. Like, just the complete dominance that this team has as a team, and from their SMGs, the best SMG duo perhaps ever in Call of Duty. You could look at the Optic Boys back in the day. That was pretty good. But really, Simp and Abizi, the legacy they've already created together, it's just, Slasher bringing some dominance, and then Celium, probably one of the best CDL players ever, probably end up being that way, regardless of his stats. So, yes, S, easy. Boston Breach. Coming out of the first week, we probably would have thought differently about this team. We probably could have put them a little higher. At this point, it's hard for any of these teams. So this is all prediction. This is all just complete conjecture and guessing. But I think I'm going to go a should. I don't think they should. They should not. They're not like this team should. Like, it's pretty obvious they should. If they don't, then they're losers. Could win. I'm going to say won't. I don't think this team will not win an event this year. They could win, but I'm much more on the edge of they will not win an event this year. I feel decently confident in that. Florida Mutineers. I'm sorry. I think in the future, maybe next year, when things start getting a little more tight, but I do not think this is a could-win team. I think the thing with Call of Duty is any team can get hot at the right time, make a push in the major, and actually make something happen. But this team could, just as most of these teams, they could get hot. But I still don't think this team won't win. I do think they're higher than Breach. I think this team's pretty good. I just don't know. I feel like they're just only going to beat an Optic. They lost to the Thieves 3-0 right after they beat Optic. I just don't know. I just could see this team be another Florida Mutineers of last year. Even though it's a completely different team, this team could just flame out every year in the majors, just not getting past fourth place, fifth place, sixth place. So I'm going to say won't win the event this year. Paris, I'm going to say won't. Because I don't think there's a single D-tier team here. I don't think any team can. I think the league has gotten to such a competitive standpoint now. Like, we saw Paris and how good they were. They got to sixth place for a team who won 2 matches all of last year. Like, this year, we got such a good competition that I really do think they won't win an event. Do not put any money on that. But they could. But not strong enough for me to actually say they could win an event. They just won't win one. I'm very confident in that. This is all barring the fact of a trade or something happening. Paris could grab a couple rookies, go hot. Who knows? But next up, London Royal Ravens. This is a won't win event team either. Sorry. Again, they're just like the Breach. They came in looking like, hey, maybe this team could actually do something. Lo and behold, lose the M4s. What do we get? Nothing. Just literally nothing from London camp. Looking very bad. Amazing that turnaround there. I mean, the M4, when you play the M4 and the TAC side by side, you really do see the power of the M4. And you can see why some of these teams, if they really worked on it, could be really good with it. And it kind of sucks that we had to lose the M4 during the major and see these teams. I mean, it doesn't suck. I like the change. I thought it was a smart change. But for these teams, that really sucks if you're a fan of them. So, yeah. I'm gonna say won't win an event. Problem. LAG. Ay, ay, ay. I want to go. No, I'm not gonna do that. This is all going off the cuff here. LAG, one of the worst scorers right now. None of their players are popping off. I don't know. I think this is a won't-win event either. They could, but they're not good enough to say could. Sorry, I just don't think that they will not win an event. I feel decently confident in that. I do. I think the only way this team could easily be I'm gonna put this at probably right there. I think this team, if with a roster change, or the team actually gets their stuff together, and starts playing well, every player contributing, this is a could win. It's not a should win for sure. I think RC gives them to that level of a could. Definitely not should, but yeah, maybe in the future we can do this again. And the LAG could be a could. A coulda, shoulda, woulda. I think some of these teams also in the future could move up. But as of right now, they will not win an event. Not the way they're looking, bad. LA Thieves. Oh. Yeah, we're going to go Will. From what we've seen already from this year, I really don't think it's going to be like a... Because last year, I mean, during Cold War, I think only 4 different teams, Dallas Empire, FaZe, Toronto, and Rocker, I believe the 4 teams made it to the actual finals. And I think based off the competition and what we've already seen in terms of getting on hot streaks, I could see this year being very similar to Vanguard, where we probably have 3 win event teams. And I think these are the 3 teams right now that will win an event. They're going to get hot enough at a time. We've already seen high, really, really good potential from the Thieves, as expected. FaZe, to not think they will win one is really surprising. I could add some more, but I feel pretty confident in the fact that the Thieves will get together. Just the way they play, you hear it from the pros. The pros will talk about the Thieves and how good the teamwork they have, and that's always going to lead to success in the league. So, Thieves have got to be an S tier squad. Rocker. Now this is where it gets interesting. This is not a should-win team. I think with just Attach and Afro playing good, just those 2. Don't even think about the other players. This is a could-win event team. They're not. I don't think they're good enough to be like, okay, this team, if they don't win an event, what a failure. Well, every team's like that. If they don't win an event, failure, and they're thinking that way to themselves. But I still think this is just a could win. They could win. That's kind of the feeling they have about this team. They could win. And I got nothing else to say about that. They just could win. They got the players to do it. We've seen them play very well at times. They've played really poorly, as almost every team on this freaking list has. Every team's played badly once at a time. And yeah, I want to say could. Very close to should. It's probably like right on the edge of glory, Next up, Optic, Texas. This is an obvious should. I do not think they'll win an event. Actually, if this wasn't Scump's last season in the league, I would actually probably put this team as a... Sorry, if this wasn't, Scump's last season, I would put them in the should. But I'm really tempted to put them in will win, because I think, because it is Scump's last year, that's going to give the Optic boys enough desire and drive to actually push through and win another major this year. And I don't see Scump not pushing for that. I really don't. I mean, they should. Am I that confident they'll win? As I've said before, I'm worried about this squad in terms of mentality, in terms of, they dropped 2 of their best players. Shotzi almost left. Scump in his last year. I mean, it seems like there's some mental turmoil. They do have one of the best coaches in the league, if not the best coach. LA Thieves probably got right up there with the best coach as well. And Faye, I mean, obviously these 3 dogs have got some of the best coaches, but this is a tough one. I'm gonna skip that for now. I'll come back. Surge. See, that's the problem. I want to put all 5 of these teams in will, because I really do. Sorry, 6 teams. I want all 6 of these teams in the will wins, But that means every major, there can't be a repeat. That's the issue here. I just don't know. I think, from what I've seen, here's the problem. Surge got second. They've already been in a major. They should be up here. They should be in the will. Well, this is me fully predicting a full prediction of a win for a team. And do I think I definitely see Surge getting top 3 again, easy. Their hard point just looks so good. Their respawns, they're very untrustworthy, but when they're on, and they're definitely gonna be on again at some point. But I think they're destined for second place, and I also think Optic is destined for second. Sorry, Scumpy. I think with the addition of Scrappy, this team can get real hot. This team will win an event this year. I think these are the 4 teams that will win events this year. I think all 6 of these teams will be being top 3. We'll get third place events all year. Yeah, all these teams will get in top 3rd. At one point or another, I think Surge could easily make a second place again, get to a major finals. They just, at this point, it's just so much to say. For me to mentally put 5 teams, I really am saying every major has to be a different team, and that's just really hard to call. But I feel very comfortable with this. I really want to put Optic as well, but I can't. Because of just how they looked. No trust there. No trust. So there you have it. That is my tier list. In the won't win an event, I got Florida, LAG, Boston, London, Paris. Could win an event, Minnesota Rocker. Should is Surge and Optic. And then will is New York Subliners, Atlanta FaZe, LA Thieves, and Toronto Ultra. Tell me what you think down below. Thanks for watching, and please feel free to like and subscribe and watch some other videos from Midnight Release.